Hey everybody, thanks for pressing play. Brian here, Fitzpatrick's Garage, Kildare Town. I want to show you this car here. This is Honda Civic 9-speed automatic diesel, and this is what's called a Smart Plus spec. So in this video, what we're going to do is we're going to have a look around the features on the outside of the car, and we're going to have a drive in the car, and we'll have a look around the features on the inside as well. And of course, as always, if there's any information you want on this car, please do call, text, WhatsApp, whatever suits, 086 843 1945, and I'll go through any information you want on the car. And if you're watching on YouTube and you think the video is useful, please do like and subscribe, because it lets me know the video is useful. And if I've missed anything on the car, let me know in the comment section below. Anyway, let's get looking around this particular car. So as we were saying, 9-speed automatic diesel. As we'll see in a little while, that's a lovely gearbox to use. It's got 120 horsepower but 300 Newton meters of torque. So there's really good power in this car when you drive it on. And like what we said, it's a Smart Plus specification, which means on the outside you get those nice polished alloy wheels which are 17-inch, and you also get things like parking sensors front and rear, and there's some excellent safety on these cars, which we're going to have a look at in a little while as well. This one is a really striking car, I think. Brilliant sport blue. It's a really nice colour. But in particular, this car has got some nice upgrades. I love the taillights on the sedan. They're massive when you're behind the car at night time. Big LEDs, really distinctive rear end. That's what I love about these cars. They're not like every other car on the road. There's a ducktail spoiler on the rear, which is genuine Honda access, and I just think it finishes off the car really nicely at the back. And while these Smart Plus models, in fairness, they always come with chrome, which is chrome door handles, chrome around the windows on top, and the big chrome grille that you see in the front, this one also has low down an extra chrome kit upgrade, and it just complements the wheels, which are a nice diamond cut finish already, so they're shiny. But I remember at the top, whenever I used to look at these, there was chrome in the top and the middle, but it just needed that little bit on the bottom as well. So that's why I think this car looks really well now. A little bit different, not too much done to it, but it just makes it distinctive compared to the other ones that are on the road already. This Smart Plus model then has features like front and rear parking sensors, even things like the headlights are fully automated, but we'll see that when we look at the safety features on the car overall as well. Running costs are really low on this car. It is very fuel efficient, so somewhere in the region of about 5 litres per 100 kilometres is extremely achievable. And the boot is quite long, but what I like about these cars as well is you can actually fold the seats forward, unlike a lot of saloon cars. So a small little handle up here, once you pull it, it allows you to access the seats like you would in a hatchback car, and it just gives you some versatility if you have any awkward stuff that you want to actually load up. In terms of size on the rear of the car, if I was to sit in behind myself, which is like this, so I have decent legroom, I have decent headroom, and it's just a nice place to be overall. And actually what I like about these is the windows aren't tinted on the back, so it's nice and bright in the cabin compared to the hatchback. It's also going to have ISOFIX down here, and it's ISOFIX. It's really easy to use in these cars. Whatever angle they've put it at, it is just really convenient. Down through here then, we're going to have an armrest as well in through here with some drinks holders, 3 head restraints up through here, and then 3 3-point safety belts as well. And if you're sitting in the back of the car, this is the kind of view that you're going to be able to see around you. And the other thing actually I like in these cars as well is the speakers, which are normally in the doors, they're actually up on the back shelf. So there's 2 big speakers up on the back shelf on either side here as well. So I like that. Bit old school, it reminds me of when I was a young lad putting speakers in the back. Acceleration wise, let's see what it's like during the motorway. First gear, second gear, third gear, fourth gear, 100 kilometers an hour into 5th gear, and 6th gear we're up into 120. So because first, second and third are so close together, that's why you get that really rapid acceleration. And in my opinion, it actually makes it more interesting and fun to drive than the manual counterpart. And in fairness, the manual is actually lovely already. So anyway, it drives good and it looks good. Let's have a look around the features on the inside of the car. See already when we're accelerating, and down through here then we have information for average speed, fuel efficiency, how much fuel is left in the car, speed signs, and Bluetooth and audio information also. Off to the right then, you got other controls we talked about with the Honda sensing and the parking sensors, and over to the left then we have this big screen with reverse camera and also the Honda Connect communication system. The Honda Connect unit then, as we saw, has the reversing camera in through here then as well. It's basically things like audio, general settings, mobile phone setup, trip information, navigation, which is Garmin. But these days, you're going to have either Apple CarPlay or Android Auto. Garmin navigation is there. In fairness, Google Maps really has taken over from that. So Google, where is the closest garage?
Getting directions to Fitzpatrick.
So for most people, while the Garmin we were saying is they're really going to use Google Maps because it's so convenient these days. Climate is in through here, which is all touch and swipe, with dual zone climate control and front and rear windscreen demisters. Travelling on underneath that then, we have USB connectors down through here as we talked about, and then after that park, reverse, neutral, drive and sport in through the gearbox. Parking brake in through here, economy functions and auto stop start in through there, drinks holders in through here, and another USB outlet in through there, and some dust that we never hoovered up yet. So if you're looking for a car that's a little bit different than everything else, it's got a really nice finish on the outside, which makes it a little bit unique even to its other counterparts. Something also that's really well equipped on the inside and something that drives really well but it's still efficient, then this is definitely a car that's worth considering. And it's also got a manufacturer's warranty until 2023. And that's before we even mention the safety. Let's have a look at the safety features in the car, starting off with the steering wheel. This little panel on the steering wheel here plays a massive role in safety on this particular car. Let's face it, roads are really busy these days and people are really busy too. So people are really tired with so much traffic, there's bound to be incidents. Well, this kind of car, it's going to help you stay safe. Starting off, the headlights have high beam support and they're fully automated, and so are the wipers. When you're driving through a country area, then the headlights will be on full. Once you come into something like a lit up area, the lights dim, but once you get back into an unlit area, then they go back into full. Once you meet oncoming traffic, they'll automatically dip. So this car has come over the hill, the headlights have dipped. Once the car has passed by us, the lights go into full automatic mode and headlights come on again. This kind of stuff means that you have less to do, which means you have more ability to concentrate on what's in front of you. The wipers are also the same. Wipers then will sense the rain depending how heavy it is, so it'll work on various intermittencies just depending on how much water is falling. It's also going to be equipped with a speed sign recognition. It's got a little camera up front and it's always watching the road ahead. In this case then, as we're about to leave the town, we move from a 50 into a 60 zone, which the car is recognised, and actually it's a very short 60 zone, and then we move into an 80 zone. And while that's really cool by itself, it's got a really cool function in the fact that you can link it to the speed limiter. The speed limiter has two ways of working. I've got a limit which limits my speed, so I've limited to 90. I'm flooring the car, it won't go past 90. Or I can limit to the speed zone. We know it's 100 because it says 100 over here. The car's going to accelerate up to 100. And now it's telling us that we're exceeding the speed limit. We're going to slow down to 100. I'm going to floor it again. And it keeps telling us that we're exceeding. I'll tell you now that it's going to save you a speeding fine one of the days, but there's other things on this car that are going to try and keep you on the road as well. The lane change warning, so we have the assist up here, but the warning is down here. And it just means if I drift into the white line, you can see the vibrating steering and it's pushed us back, but it's not actually trying to keep us. What it's doing is just going to keep ping-ponging from left to right. Not as comfortable, but useful just for a warning. If I'd used my indicator, there would have been no problem. This one here, which we'll have a look at, is the lane keep assist. With lane keep assist, I'll hit this button here. I've got a symbol up through here. As you can see, we're going to go around the corner. I know I shouldn't do it, but technically, the car is going to keep us between the two lines for about 10 seconds or so. And eventually then you'll see a warning coming in here, which is telling us that we need to get our hands back on the wheel. But I am covering the wheel just to be safe. The car is still guiding us up to the centre, and now it's told us, you know, put your hands back on the wheel. So basically, it's going to stop you exceeding the speed limit, and it's also going to keep you on the road, but it's also going to keep you away from the cars that are ahead of you. First thing we do is we set the cruise control. So turn it on, set it. At the moment then there is no car actually in front of us. So the reason that the silhouette is completely empty is that there's no car in front of us. We're just set like normal cruise control. So we're going to stay at 77 kilometers per hour. Once wherever traffic comes in front of us, you'll see the symbol has lit up to say that there is now a car identified by the camera. And we can basically now choose how far do we want to stay behind the car in front, so various distances, and the car will respect that. If the car in front slows down, we slow down. If the car ahead speeds up, we speed up until we get to that maximum of 90 kilometers an hour that we've set ourselves. So as you can see, the Honda Sensing kit, which is based on that part of the steering wheel, is trying to keep you safe on the roads, which, let's face it, are extremely busy and dangerous these days. So there you have it. That is our 2020 Honda Civic 9-speed automatic diesel, and I think it's great value for money. This car is €32,600 brand new. As you can see on our site, www.hondacentre.ie, it is well discounted from the original price brand new. Anyway, if there's information you want on the car, 086 843 1945, call, text, WhatsApp. Just in case you're wondering why I'm sitting here in a running outfit, I put all the video together and only managed to edit over the weekend, and the car is still down in the garage. Anyway, hopefully the car is of interest. Hopefully the video has been useful. Thanks for taking time to watch.